Hi all there, welcome to Diversified Finance. My name is Lakal. Just a quick video in regards to Bitcoin price action. So in my last video, I mentioned we are expecting a bit of a bounce, even like at least up to like 35K. But we are not seeing this at the moment, even though the Dixie, the US dollar chart has dropped quite a bit. So normally when US dollar drops, like I think last time when we did the video, it was somewhere near like 102 to 103, and since then it dropped to like 101.966. But still, unfortunately, Bitcoin hasn't done much. Like rather than going up, it just gone down actually. And as you can see, it's just flirting right below this purple line, like long term trend like we've seen in 2018 and probably since like 2018. This is in 2020. This purple line held as support over here like twice, and right now it's just consolidating, like flirting right below this purple line. So it's a bit of a worry, like why Bitcoin did not go a little bit higher, like given that we've seen some weakness in the US dollar. So that's a bit of a worry. So we're not seeing much of a volume here either. So volume is kind of like declining. Like, does it mean we're gonna come back and retest 26,000, or whether it's gonna go down to 21 weekly moving average, which is somewhere near 21 to 22K or so. So now we need to be a little bit cautious, but I'm still expecting this could be like, market makers trying to fool us, that like when you have this sort of price action, like, because it hasn't happened for days, like for weeks, it hasn't happened. And if you go to the weekly chart, we can see Bitcoin is down for like, 8 weeks in a row. This is the 8 week, this is the 8th week. And then if you can see from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks in a row, Bitcoin kept on going down. So red candles. So this is when you see something like bearish like this, at least we could expect something like some kind of a rally, like, a bullish trend, short-term bullish trend. But we haven't seen that as yet. So this is the 200 weekly moving average, which is somewhere near 22K. So does it mean we're going to break here and come back down to retest this? Is this a possibility? But looking at the weekly chart, we are due for a green weekly candle, at least 2 to 3 weekly candles. So we never seen in Bitcoin history that Bitcoin drop like 8 weeks in a row. So that's something rare. But it should mean like we should see a green rally, or does it mean we're gonna capitulate like, even lower? So we have to wait and see. But I'm expecting Bitcoin to have a bit of a bounce. I could be wrong, but if you look at let's go to the daily chart. Uh, if you look at the MACD, this is there's a MACD bullish cross. It doesn't look very strong. It seems like it's gonna, this blue line gonna roll over and go back down. It looks like that. But we have to wait and see. If Bitcoin drops, that would happen. It will probably uh, drop back down and cross below this red line, and then we could see further downside. So let's be cautious. Like the biggest worry is, as I mentioned earlier, US dollar dropped, but Bitcoin did not manage to go above like 30,500 to about like 31,000, or probably beyond that. So it hasn't done that. So that's a bit of a worry. We discussed about this RSI. So it broke above this trend line, and unfortunately came back down to kind of like retest. And let's see whether it's going to go back a lot higher. We have to wait and see. If it goes a lot higher, then we can expect higher prices for Bitcoin. So let's be cautious. I'm still expecting Bitcoin, like according to the market sentiment, right? If you look at the market sentiment, everyone is bearish. Extreme fear on the free and greed indicator. If you look at it, extreme fear for like weeks. So we could expect like, probably a rally. That's what I believe, like looking at the market sentiment. But we have to wait and see what would happen. So be cautious. Get your USDT, USDC, AUD ready in case if it drops, so we can DCA at Bitcoin at lower prices. So that's it for this video. Thank you. Thanks for your time. I'll talk to you in the next video. See ya. Bye.